Okay. Anyways, I see Kayla laughing at me. You guys, you know what? I am super excited about tonight's Zoom because, okay, so I'm one of those people that I keep on taking and taking and taking and taking, like every opportunity there is to learn and know stuff. And then I crash. And then I crash. Like I work myself into the ground. And I don't have a lot of balance. And over the years, something that I have really learned, and I've slowly been getting slightly better at this, is giving myself time, allowing myself to kind of take that time for me first and really start to pay attention if I'm starting to feel drained or exhausted or just mentally in a weird space. And when I'm in those places, I used to just shut down, but now I'm kind of like, I'm looking for answers. I'm looking for ways to get out of that space and ways, because I know I can, and I know that I can kind of snap back out of it. And I know I can get back on the right track. But a lot of times I think it's just that we're so overwhelmed. I can remember lots of times right before I joined Lavelle, I had gone back to work, and I can remember feeling this super overwhelming feeling of all my bills just crashing in on me, how much money I owed on back taxes, all the hours that I was putting into work. And I was trying, guys, I was involved in my other business, and I was doing like 20 different things. I was doing pushes, I was doing contests, I was doing challenges. I mean, I was out the wazooey. And I can just remember, like, I was doing all of those things because I didn't, and like, it wasn't like I could pick or choose either. I didn't have any sense of that. It was like all or nothing. And I was just going crazy. And then I joined Lavelle, and it was funny because I started to realize that I actually could manage to do all the things that I was doing, but in a much calmer way, because I was setting more towards a goal. I didn't feel the need to be like, have my hands in 20 million different things or doing 20 different things. It was like I had to set a plan for myself. And when I got started with Lavelle, I didn't know what I was doing. And I think it's super duper important. I'm not sure who's on their phone. If you can mute your phones, because I'll get sidetracked and not be able to talk at all. Y'all know me. Evidently, whoever's got themselves unmuted, they don't want to listen anyways. Okay, let me see. All right, we got it. Anyways, when I started with Lavelle, I was just taking one thing at a time. Instead of allowing like 20 million things that were going on in my life, I was just like, okay, what do I need to do? And I had this set thing in front of me, right? Go VIP 800, go get 2 customers, thrive for free. I was like checking stuff off. So it like lessened my anxiety, because every day it was share the products, talk about the product, get samples out, and help people do what you're doing. And I was like, okay, I could do that. So every day when I go to work, I would pack 3-day minis with me. I would tell people on Facebook, if they wanted to stop by my work, they could. I had samples. People, and I think some people see, guys, okay, I don't know if it's because of who I've surrounded myself with over the years, but people don't dare think that things are free with me, because I'm running a business, and people know I'm very serious about running a business. So I don't get people that like want to just kind of mooch off of me, or people that are going to, I mean, don't get me wrong, like sometimes I get people that want to do nothing, they sign up and they don't want to do anything. But I don't get a lot of people asking me for stuff for free or anything like that. So when people want to become my customers, they know they're going to have to pay for it. Although I do try to like run some kind of specials and so forth. But anyways, my whole point, before I get super sidetracked, because you guys know me, I'll get super sidetracked, is that I was like even though there was like 20 million things going on around me, I was able to stay laser focused. And I guess that's what my point is tonight. And what I went into the leadership chat tonight was that we need to find a way to streamline giving people that want the access to some incredible training. Yes, we have training videos in our cloud office. Yes, we have some a training guide in Level Up and Pace Setters. But Chas has gotten this whole thing set up, and she started with 200K leaders, going in and doing intro videos, and then adding some training videos. And then she's now adding 80Ks. Next will be 40Ks. 12Ks. Anyways, the whole point of this is for people to come in and get to know the different leaders that are in this company that they can learn from and grow from. And it might not be directly in your upline. It might not be in your downline. It might be a sideline. But guys, here's the thing. If you're searching for something, we want you to have the best of the best getting the information and different viewpoints and different leaders that do things differently. You might hear my voice every single week, and that might not have one single impact for you. But you might get on here and you might hear Kayla talk, or you might hear Annalise talk, or you might hear Stacy talk, or any of the other leaders, and they're going to hit you somewhere different and deeper, and they're going to get you to see the light like a leader did many, many years ago to me. And, you know, just like I've said it before and I said it again, and I just told Jamie Pekka this the other day, when I decided to join Lavelle, I was actually very much a big fat no. I was, don't talk to me about it. I'm going to shut your butt down. But what made me decide, and this is an important thing, if you never write anything down, this is a very important thing to ask yourself. What made you decide to join the person that you joined? If you want to know how to get promoters and you want to know how to get customers, I want you to ask yourself, what made you decide to order something off that last person that you ordered something from? What made you decide to join the person that you joined? I can tell you right now, the reason why I joined Jamie Pekka was because I ran beside her in a previous business. We locked arms together. We went towards goals together. We didn't benefit one another one bit, but she kicked me in my ass when I needed it. She was that person that I knew that I could count on. I could message, and she'd tell me to get my butt moving. And she would tell me to shut my mouth and get moving, like quit making excuses and get it done. And when I decided to join this, first of all, I trusted her. Second of all, I knew that she would be in this beside me. She wouldn't leave me like hanging. She would be running beside me. She would push me and she would kick me in my butt. I also knew she was somebody who would be a partner, you know, with this. We benefit and like we complement each other in many ways. Okay. Like we're extreme opposites, but at the same time, very much similar in certain aspects as well. And I decided to join her, even though I was a big skeptic, because she painted a vision for me and I believed her. Okay. And by golly, those things have come true. When I think about the people that I decided to join as customers in multiple different companies, I can tell you they gave me good customer service. They answered my questions. They didn't try to sell me 20 things that I didn't want. They listened to my concerns and matched me up with what it was I was asking them, not just to try to get a sale. So anyways, with all that said, I think, what do you think? You think we should start with the training vault, the staying on task? I think, Stacy, I think we should finish with staying on task and the daily. What do you think?
Whatever you say, Captain. I'm good.
Okay. Okay. I think it's important after hearing everything that we're going to talk about that we sum it down to what it is that people need to be focused on. and kind of get through that. Oh, Annalise, let's start with you. She's on 23%. Let's talk about this fit challenge. I want to first say, when I saw Chas Marie post this, I thought how much I needed it, but also how overwhelmed I started feeling doing something this time of the year. Along with what all we have going on in the Christmas cash and the 5 4 3 2 1 and all kinds of leaders like just trying to get to know each other, because guys, this is the time of the year that there's lots of bonding going on. You notice there's leadership retreats, but anyways, but at the same time, I've been going through a very personal struggle that I haven't shared a lot of, and this is what I needed. So it was actually like a blessing. But I'm going to let Annalise kind of share a little bit about this. She's just been catching on board, but she was already doing a challenge this month prior to this whole fit challenge started. And guys, the trainer that Chas has gotten on board with this, oh gosh, if you just watch one of her videos, it's incredible. But something that we can do to benefit our customers, even if you yourself aren't wanting to take advantage of this, I can promise you there are people out there like myself who really need it. So Annalise, how about you take it away?
Okay, awesome. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about a little bit first is sort of just an overview of the challenge. Like Amanda said, there's been a million videos on different challenges, incentives, things like that. So I'll just talk about what the Thrive Fit incentive or holiday challenge is. I'm distracted by the comments. Anyways, so like Amanda said, Chas is running this, and I met her in Tennessee. And one thing that I realized about her was everything she does is extremely intentional. And if she says she's going to do something, she's going to do it right. And she's going to put the time and effort in, and she is never going to leave you back. So I have followed her as closely as possible ever since I got home, really. So let me see. So what she really talked about was we want current customers and current promoters, or new customers, people who are actually signed up using our products in it for now, because this is sort of something new. She doesn't want people who are thinking about becoming customers. We want it very focused. We want it intentional, and we want a close-knit, safe group and community to really make this work.
And can I just say this, Annalise? We do not want people to come in and dump people off in the group like the other customer groups that Burn Baby Burn. It's the reason why it was shut down, because people ruin a good thing. So we need to keep this very tight knit, and anybody that gets in the group, honestly, I think needs to go through a 3-way chat or something, 3-way call, 3-way chat, or at least a clear understanding before they get added or something. I don't know. But anyways, Annalise, go for it, because we don't want people just adding numerous people.
Yeah, don't go through and add your teams. I think there's only 2 people, myself and one other person I know as promoters on my team that are in there.
Because and nobody can go onto the group without filling out the forms.
Which I love, and I wrote that in there too. After I watched Tanya's live, I kind of freaked out about it because it was awesome. So this is really for anything. It's about healthy mindset. It's about personal growth. But it's also about learning about healthier foods, healthier options. You're not going to get a strict meal plan with a strict workout plan and saying, okay, you have to do this, this, and this every day. That's not what it's meant to be. This is more what's going to work for you. How can you really take this so it's not a crash diet? So you're not just going into something, losing weight, building muscle, and then you're left out in the cold. We don't want anybody to be doing that. And we're doing it through the holidays. So we all know it's a crazy time, but it's the same thing with your business. You don't want to quit now and then be like, oh, it's okay, January 1st, I'll start up. Okay, well, you're missing all this right now for what? Maybe a week or two. Even if you're off a week or two and on the other 6 weeks, I say random numbers, what would it be? 5 weeks? Like, that's still a huge difference that you're making in your life. So don't just say, oh, the holidays are coming, I'm not going to do it, if you really want this.
And yeah, I mean, today's task was you guys writing down your schedule, like really like journaling your day, and then to break down like where you actually do have time that you might be wasting time. So go ahead, Annalise. Sorry.
No, you're fine. And I love that. And one thing Amanda said too, if you're interested in this, go back and watch the live and really hear about it. But you do have to sign up on, there's a little link and you sign up. And when you do it, you answer 5 questions. Now, these are questions that Tanya, who's the personal trainer, actually wrote out herself. And she is taking the time to read through all of these, because one thing I love about her, and I am a trainer and I've been with a lot of trainers. And when I was listening to her video, she's only been in the fitness industry for 7 years. She's 40 now. So since she was 33. And I love that because I came from the fitness in college. You know, I taught classes in college. I did this. This was always my mindset. She knows that other mindset where you stop and go and don't feel good about yourself. And not that I haven't felt those things, but it's like to an extreme almost. And she's gone completely 180 the other way. So I really love that she is so focused on getting in your mind and where you are right now and what you need personally to be successful and keep yourself on track. She asked about what the definition of healthy is to you, because the definition of healthy to me and the definition of healthy to Amanda are completely opposite. Well, not opposite, but they're different things. So I really like that she wants to tailor it to you without it being super strict or anything like that. And really, I mean, that's the biggest thing. It's a lot about mindset. It's a lot about really getting to know who you are, what you want to accomplish. And like today, we're doing the schedules and things like that. Okay, so you're saying, well, I can't fit it in my schedule. Well, what about that half an hour you were watching this show? You could have been doing push-ups during that or whatever it is. And I really like that she's getting into the nitty-gritty. And one thing she said too was that they're kind of easing us in for the next couple of weeks so we can get people in, get people on the fit line. Now credits can be used. So, you know, we're really getting out there with that. And then really December 1st, she's going to go all in. I know she just added her trainer husband in too, which is awesome, because some people, I like male trainers mostly better than female trainers. I don't know why. Not like them. I'm not like that. But it's just a different mindset, I think, when somebody's talking to you. So I really like that we kind of have all aspects in the group, and I'm super excited about it. So
yeah, and I'm glad that you said that, because it is a free group, but it is for people that are actively using the 3 steps.
Yeah.
And that is important, because nobody's going to get added to it if you're not, because that's not going to, okay guys, I want you to realistically understand, if there's 20,000 promoters on my downline, how many promoters are there on Jamie's downline, Lisa's downline, Chas's downline, Amber's downline? So you have to understand there has to be a point, and Chastity is paying for this. Okay, so this is something that is provided for us as a tool. But again, don't take it on if this isn't the time for you to take it on. Okay, know that I'm taking this on as a personal thing for myself, and I will introduce it to my customers and so forth. I'm not going to beg promoters to join this. If it seems like something that you need right now, great. Go look up the post that I posted. I posted on Level Up. I'm not sure if it was posted on Pacesetters, but if it is not, we will make sure that the post is posted on Pacesetters. No, I am not going to add 20 million people to going beyond onto Chastity Marie's page, because it's impossible, but you can still watch and answer the questions and get the idea of what's happening if it is something that you are interested in. So with that said, go ahead.
Comments, just on the 3 steps in general, the fit line obviously will come into play in this, and that's sort of one thing I was telling Amanda before I started even this holiday challenge, before we knew it was even a thing, was incorporating the fit line somehow into your life is really amazing. I started a 25-mile run walk group. It's a free group, and I hate running. I absolutely hate it. But somebody who's in one of my fitness classes was like, oh, I want to do this 25 miles. Okay, well, that ties into the fit line, because now I'm in a group of 30 women, and it's not anything Thrive related. But they're like, oh, so what do you do before you go for a run? And I'm like, oh, I drink my Circulate. Or how do you teach a class and then go for a run? Oh, I do my Rebuild after. So even if you're saying, oh, look, I'm walking every day now because I'm doing this, this, and this, and we have a new fit line, it's just showing that you're getting in a healthy mindset, and this fit line happened to be launching at the same time. You become more of an authority figure, so to speak. So if you are interested in really getting out there in the fit line, that's something you can go into. I don't remember why I started saying that, but I hope that helped.
You just brought it up after. And no, guys, you have to be come December 1st, you need to be using all the 3 steps in order to participate in the challenge that's going on in this group. I see some questions, lots of questions happening. We're not going to answer all those questions right now because we would spend the entire Zoom on this. We'll make sure everybody gets the information to how they can join the group. If you're interested in joining the group, you can read it, you can evaluate it, you can join the group, and then you can leave the group if it's not for you. But don't go and add a bunch of your customers. But this is something that you need to educate yourself on before you go and add anybody else. In fact, you don't add anybody to this group. They add themselves by answering the questions, okay? With that said, Annalise, thank you so much. I think that it's important, guys, and if you need somebody to follow on a daily basis that's going to inspire you, she goes walking with her daughter. Annalise is up there doing dance, fit, like all kinds of fitness things. Every time I see one of her little healthy meals, it makes me want to go and cut up like an avocado or make something like super healthy. It even having me question if I'd like tofu or whatever, which I've never had in my entire life. And I feel like it would probably taste like dirt or something, but but she actually makes me want to try it, right? So I don't know about you, but just like my income, you want to surround yourself by people that inspire you and are places that you want to be and things that you want to accomplish. And Annalise is somebody wonderful to follow if you want to really get that understanding of consistency and staying on top of your fitness journey, and just her love and excitement for what she's doing. That passion that pours out of her is exactly what magnetizes and sends people that want to join her along the way. So I love you, Annalise.
Don't talk like that.
I'm gonna get all emotional. All right. Love you, girl. Okay. So next, Kayla. Okay, guys. So for those of you all, I'm going to say this. First of all, I cannot add everybody to the vault, and no, we are not going to post it on the team pages. If you want added to the vault, you need to reach out to one of your 200K uplines, one of your 80K uplines, or the next upline that is actually working, that knows what the heck they have to get access to it. So you just work your way up. The person that you signed up with, the person they signed up with, and you just keep on talking, right? I know that sounds like a lot of work, but you know what's a lot of work? A 200K getting 300, 400 messages about needing added, and there's perfectly eligible people that could be adding in the process. With that said, Kayla was one of the first leaders that uploaded her video, her intro to the vault. She's also uploaded a ton of training material, which we truly all appreciate. We appreciate everybody that's adding. We're going to see so much more. So do you want to go ahead and just take this and share? Because Kayla has so much that she can say on this, and I'm just going to shut up. Okay.
I definitely can. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me kind of give you a little bit of background of why I'm so excited for this. So in my previous company, we had a page kind of like this, but you had to have a username and a certain password to get into it. Well, in early 2012, way back then when I first started, I was on a call with a leader that I really connected with, and she mentioned this page. And she's like, but only my team can have access. And I was not on her team. And I was like, okay, how can y'all, I was so hungry. I was on government assistance. I was like, it was just a really, really bad place where I was in my life. And I was so hungry, and I just wanted to be near the people that were already doing it. She was a stay-at-home mom. She was a retired teacher, which I was teaching at the time. I mean, she had the life that I wanted. Like 100% her life, I wanted it. So I just was like following everything she did. And then she started talking about this page, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need on that page. I need to like sneak in. So I found out that she had a team page, and I thought, okay, how can I make her think I'm on her team? So somehow or another, like I said, this was like a long time ago, 2012, I snuck into her page. I found the website. I found the username and password, and that page like helped my business quadruple so fast because I was like immediately given all these tools, and I wasn't searching YouTube for tips on social media. I wasn't searching YouTube for tips on self-development. I wasn't just searching YouTube on tips on how to follow up. I was able to find leaders in my industry telling me, hey, this is exactly what I say. Oh, somebody unmute. I don't know how to meet people in here.
I'm trying.
Okay.
I don't know what happened.
Oh, it's fun. Okay, I think I'm good.
Okay, you're good.
So anyways, I was just, like I said, it was like automatic. I had access to everything, and I was connected with all this information immediately, and my business just exploded. So when Chastity started talking about doing this, she talked to me about it at Tennessee when I went on Amanda's retreat, and we talked about that page. She knew exactly what page I was talking about in my previous business, and she's like, that's what I want us to have. And I started shaking, and I'm like, if we can have access to something like that, like this, my team, my future team, it would be incredible because they'd have access to it like that. And that is exactly what she has built. She started working on this in October. We started sending videos in. It's such a huge tool for our team. We're going to get to see footsteps from so many different successful leaders, millionaires, other 200Ks, other 80Ks, and they're all uploading these videos, and all you have to do is click. And they're actually put into categories, which makes my life so much easier whenever I want certain tips and I can go to that category. There's over 20 different leaders from all different backgrounds that use all different strategies, and you can actually scroll all the way to the bottom and click on Meet the Leaders, and every single leader on there has uploaded an intro video. Have you ever heard Rachel Hollis say, find your speaker? Because she talks about how Tony Robbins is not for everyone, right? Well, it's the same thing in this industry. Find your speaker, and going straight to those intro videos from those leaders, I'm able to be like, oh my gosh, yes, she speaks like me, she talks like me, like she kind of looks like me, like that's my leader, and then I go and I find all of her videos, and that's who I'm mimicking. You know, it's just like me back in 2012, finding that teacher that had retired, living that life I wanted, you know, and I just did everything in her footsteps. You've got to find your leader, find your speaker, and so you can do that really quick on this. The different categories that are up there right now, there's training videos. That's like the first one. That's going to be going over like, how do you set goals? How do you follow up after a free customer gets their Lavelle email? So you just sent somebody to the Lavelle website. They created their account. Now, how do you follow up with them? Also on there is how you launch your new promoter, which is incredible because for me personally, I'm like, I want to launch like a new promoter every month. So let me watch that video. But also I want to get tips on how other people are launching their new promoters because sometimes I worry that I'm not doing a good job. So I was really happy to see that. There's also second category, product training. This is going over mini Thrive experiences. And Chastity uploaded a video called 1, 2, 3 Product Simplicity. You get to hear how she explains step 1, step 2, step 3. Does anyone else struggle explaining step 1, step 2, step 3 sometimes? Like you're like, well, how do I say what it does? How do I break this down into like simplest terms possible? She does it. Third category is self-development. Guys, that's like my lifeline. Love anything with self-development. This is going to help you get your mindset right and get out of your own way. Fourth category is attractive marketing. It goes over how to brand yourself. So many times I watch YouTube videos on how to brand myself, and it doesn't seem like anything I can do because it has nothing to do with my network or my industry. this is coming from leaders in our industry training us on how to brand ourselves. So I'm so excited about that. There's also Social Media 101. This goes over unboxing videos. This goes over social themed days. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy my new promoters are going to get to learn about our social themed days. It goes over Instagram training from Amanda, that wonderful Instagram training that she put out there. It's now going to be in this vault forever. So happy that I saw that on there too. There's also a category for teamwork. This goes over calls, Facebook Lives, building VIP 800, 1600. There's a category on there for special events that goes over vendor events. How many people are like, I want to do vendor events and I want to rock them out. You're getting to learn from 200 Ks on how to rock out a vendor event. You're not having to guess. Y'all, that's something I need, because that's something I used to do and I haven't been able to find my niche in Lavelle with vendor events. So having access to that. And here's my favorite part, okay? Chastity wasn't like, hey, I need you to submit a video for this category. No, she's like, here's the categories, you pick, you submit your video. That means, and you know this, that means every leader only submitted videos for their strength. And that's it. They only submitted videos they felt so strong about. And they're like, this is awesome. I feel good about this one. Let's send that one in. So you are legit getting the best of the best of the best. So yes, you have to have access to this. How you get access, you do have to message an 80K, 200K, or if you have a 40K in between, you message them like Amanda was saying. Make sure you message them. You have to have a username. You have to have a password. It's, like I said, y'all, this is going to be amazing for our team. However, no, we are in phase 1 of the rollout, so we are wanting your feedback. And do not share this registration with anyone. So when you get access, that is only for you. If someone else on your team says, hey, I want access, don't share it with them. Connect them with one of your leaders if you are not one of the leaders already, and we'll make sure that it happens. So yeah, that's all I have on the vault.
Basically, we just this is like a lot of work got put into this, and we want to make sure that people that have access to this aren't going to abuse the access. Does that mean that there's not going to be some bad apples that go around and give this out to everybody? Sure, but I'm going to tell you what, there is a huge difference between people that never connect their team to anybody or anything and just give them an access code and say, here, go watch this and go build your business, to people that actually connect you and do the things that we tell you guys. Because here's the deal, and I'm just going to be brutally honest. I see things on our team pages all the time, guys, of people that basically signed up with people and they're nowhere to be found. And, there's people that are very disconnected, that are lost, that need 3-way calls, that need 3-way chats, that just have zero leadership. And I'm going to be honest, it gets overwhelming. I had this talk with Stacy today. I have a team chat that has over 174 people in it. And that isn't even including some of my other legs. Like, this is just a chat that has various different people on my team that are under different legs and so forth, that just kind of came together because maybe that chat was like quieter, and it was just a way to kind of connect. But there are so many that are not being reached, that aren't under another leader that is actually leading their teams and helping and sharing on a daily basis or encouraging. And there's new promoters coming in every single day that get tossed into the team pages and just get added. I'm going to be really personal and tell you, I don't add my new promoters to the team pages or to chats or anything along those lines until they are working their business and they are trying to actively get customers and promoters, because a lot of times they get overwhelmed with the chats, they get overwhelmed with the pages. I only add them to one page, and I rarely ever add to another page unless along the lines they're sticking it out and they're wanting to work their business and then they want to be plugged in, or there's like some kind of contest or promo going on. Then I have that conversation. Listen, I'm adding you to this because this is what kind of value you're going to get from this location.
And
Yeah.
I just wanted to add one more thing about the vault before we moved on.
Yeah.
If like whenever your team comes to you and they're asking about certain things and we send them straight to the vault and we're like, hey, watch this video, we can see if the video has been watched.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only other thing I wanted to add in is like while we're using this for training and stuff, if our team comes to us and we say, hey, watch this, and they don't, we can see that they have not watched that. So yeah, I'm so excited about it.
I think that's great because a lot of times I get asked, questions about stuff. And honestly, it falls on deaf's ear sometimes. It's like, how do I grow my business and grow my network? And then, weeks go by after you ask those questions and your profile is private and you have no likes or comments on your page and all I see is thrive. So you absolutely didn't listen to a single thing I said, obviously, if that's the case. If I go to your page and you have very few comments and very few posts, or very few comments and very few likes, I know that you're probably not interacting or adding friends. Because if you were, you would have likes and comments. So that has to be something that you want to change. But anyways, we're not going to get into that either. But the vault, as you can hear, is incredible. And there's going to be so much more to it. But the biggest thing is for me that I love about it is that when somebody goes in, they can go directly to what it is that they're looking for, the area that they're interested in finding, and they're going to get quality videos and direction in how to grow their business. I mean, you guys, there's tons of resources everywhere you look, in Cloud, on Level Up, on Pace Setters. But this vault just kind of brings different leaders that aren't on some of those places, but also just an easy access, focused place to go. So with that said, that's a lot of stuff, right? That's a lot of stuff. And we're not even talking about the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 or the Christmas cash or anything, by the way. I know I had 22 teams on my team, alone that I need to do the drawing for. You guys, I promise I'll get it done sometime. Now my kids are in bed, so I can work on that stuff. Or I'm going to shoot Carrie Ann a message and maybe get her to do it. I don't know. But anyways, I want to bring on Stacy because let me tell you guys something. When I am frazzled, I just message Stacy because she like, what's wrong, Mama? All you gotta do is that. And then I'm like, oh, well, okay, Stacy, you just made my day because that just made everything that was scrambled in my head so much easier. And now I don't have to throw up on everybody and I can just use what you shared in order to keep on track today. So with all this said, it's easy for us to get overwhelmed. Those of us that are already here, people that are working full time, you don't have a lot of time to come and look through this shit. You have to stay focused, guys, on what it is that you need to get done on a daily basis. With that said, I'm going to let Stacy come on and share some important things. Her team has it down pat on a daily basis. She also is incredible at putting challenges out there for her team on a regular basis. And, I can just tell you that her team loves her and they know what they're doing. They know the basics of strategy. And if you go to any of their pages, they're not janky. And if you go, seriously, I mean, I'm just being honest, guys. You can tell a difference between pages of people that are just throwing shit out there to sell stuff or people that actually care about what they're doing. And there is a huge difference in who you attract and who you sign up is going to be determined by the way that you put it out there. So, Stacey, with that said, can you give some tips about when you have all this stuff going on? And kind of really focusing down on what people should be doing on a day-to-day basis, and kind of intertwining everything else.
Okay, so obviously we all know Amanda's the heart and she's the talker of the team. We know that Kayla's excitement is over the top. You might not always get that from me, but it's like so exciting. Literally, she's like injecting your veins with hyperactivity, which is amazing. So when Kayla said like, find your teacher, search for your teacher. It's so incredibly important. You guys, I am not going, like anybody, like I almost cried when Amanda said, like, she comes to me and I just like, I just chill her out because I've had to learn to like stop overthinking and like, let's just simplify. Let's come up with a solution. And I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I'm not everybody's type. Like, not everybody can learn from me, just like not everybody can learn from Amanda or Kayla or Danielle or Kristen or Jerry or Amy. Everybody has their own style. But what I do know, and one thing I do, like literally, I find myself to be really, really, really strong in, is that one thing across the board burns people out and makes people quit this business, and that's called getting overwhelmed. If you lose focus of what you actually need to do in this business, you will get stressed out, you will get overwhelmed, and you will walk away from your business, period. I don't care if you are going for your first customer or you are pushing for 200K. It doesn't matter. So I try to simplify everything. If you guys are green, like if you talk to 4 different people, they'll describe me 4 different ways, okay? So like, I can be a big heart and I can be like balls to wall, super like red as all get out. And I like, listen, get me at a leadership retreat on, I don't know, let's say Thursday in North Carolina. I will be the life of the party. I will make everybody laugh. But at heart, leadership stuff, like I'm very green. I'm very organized. I know what needs to get done. If there's a graphic, I've made it. If there's a document, Derek and I have made it. I can guarantee you that there's organization for everything, and organization is life. So not getting overwhelmed. You guys, we have so many things. We have the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have Christmas cash. We have promos that Jamie puts up and that Amanda puts up and that Kayla puts up and that all of us as leaders put up. It gets to be sometimes a little bit like, where should I be? How many of you guys, just show of hands, feel a little overwhelmed when you're like, oh my God, it's Sunday night, there's a Zoom. Oh my God, it's Monday night, there's a Zoom. Oh my God, it's Tuesday night, there's a party. Oh my God, it's Wednesday night, there's a Zoom. Like, oh my God, it's Thursday night, Paul's got a call. And you're like, when the hell do I get to breathe? The reality of the situation is you are the only one that can figure out what is a priority for you. For me, I can tell you, and this is not me trash talking, the biggest thing I had to do when I came into this business is figure out who I resonated with. And I will follow them until the ends of the earth. For instance, if Melinda is, you know, one of my sidelines or uplines, and she is just boring as a potato chip, and she's got no life, and I don't vibe with her, I am not going to get on every single event that she leads because it's not my thing. And she's not, by the way, you guys. Melinda's down 28 plus pounds, you guys. But that's just really reality. So stop trying to be on everything. You do have to plug in. You have to find something to plug into once a week. You have to. You have to invite your potentials to events and things like that. But you can't be on everything, because if you're on everything, you're missing the boat. Reality is, in your situation, in our situations, in this business, it doesn't matter. You could have gone 200K 5 years ago. You get paid for 2 things. You get paid to sell many experiences, and you get paid to put people in the system. You can become a professional acquirer of knowledge, and it's not going to pay you a damn dirty dime. I don't care how many people you want to listen to, how many Zooms you tune in. You can be the biggest, yellowest cheerleader on the face of the earth, and you're never going to go 200K if you don't take that knowledge and apply it. And if what you're doing isn't working, you've got to try something else. Because my approach maybe is not going to work for Nikki. Maybe it's not going to work for Nikki. You know what I mean? Nikki and I have different backgrounds, we have different audiences, we have different life experience. And so if Nikki's copying and pasting every single thing that I say just because she thinks I'm the bee's knees, which she would never do that, but if she does and she's not getting results, you have to know. You have to be self-sufficient enough to understand that this is your business. You're an entrepreneur. Nobody's going to do it for you, and you've got to be able to self-reflect. So with that said, I want to go over a couple things that help me, okay? First things first, I'm going to toot my girl's horn. I don't even think she's on here. I am actually in the middle of tweaking this just a little bit because, well, you know me, and I'm not going to lie. I've just got to tweak stuff because it's who I am. But my girl Cassandra, I wanted to put together a self-check social media checkup. How many times have people in your downline come to you and said, can you just take a peek at my timeline and see what I'm doing wrong? How many times have you said that? So many. So bam, now we got a self-checkup. Go back 2 weeks, breaks everything down. How many times have you posted something inspirational? How many live videos have you done? How many times have you talked about happy packs? How many times have you talked about your 5 things? How many times have you made a blatant opportunity post? Bam. This is an awesome self-reflection tool. I will upload it as soon as it's finished to the team pages. It's just not totally done yet. I still have some tweaks that I need to make. I have what we call our follow the road to gold. So this is our road to gold sheet that I use every single month. I print it out on the first of every single month. It's got VIP 800, your 2 promoters, your 2 customers, your VIP 1600, 2 promoters, 2 customers, our daily task list in general. Every day, 5 new contacts, Facebook Live, product post, lifestyle post, interactive post, add friends, post about your 5 things. It's got room to ball to all your new customers and promoters, and it's got a reminder about your top 5 things for that month, so you can't forget to post about tacos. There's no excuses. It's in my office, okay? I have, and this is something that I want to do on Level Up, maybe Pacesetters. I don't know what it's going to be, but I've got a hotel notebook. If you guys haven't seen this famous little Shin Daddy, it's got all of my awesome ways to follow up and stay organized with my customers and promoters and potential customers and people on Instagram, because I've just found no good way of following up. So instead, I just write down like Galaxy Girl 2796 because I don't know how else to follow up with them. So, and then the last thing we do, and I feel like the most important thing, and everybody's different, is we have daily task lists that we have been using every single day since I came into this business. Every single day. I'm super organized. You guys want a graphic? You want to know how much caffeine is in something? I make it. Like, just bam, give it to me. It's good. I want to know how much BV is in something. I've got a graphic. Ask Stacy. It just works for my brain. I have to be organized. But what we finally did today, after we have daily, days of the week task lists every single day, and about every 3 to 5 weeks, I make new ones because people get bored. Let's be real. They're like, oh man, it's Wellness Wednesday. Who wants to post about that shit? So we make new ones all the time. So what my husband and I did today is we went through and we made different categories, and we just basically randomly posted, like put them in each category. And now automatically it will give us new task lists whenever we want them, picking from each category. So within my team, I'm on the West Coast, so I'm not up first. I'm not even going to lie. I don't have to be up first. I earn this. I'm old. I've got 3 kids. So when my teammates wake up in the morning, they just have them saved to their phone. There's no rank. I don't care who you are. You want to lead? Lead, girl. Lead. And they wake up. Whoever's up first just puts it in our team chat, and we're off to the races. And all day long, my team cheers each other on by crossing things off on their list. And it's so funny because it's so stupid. It's so stupid. My team literally just crosses out. I did a Happy Pack post. I did my interactive. I reached out to 2 non-thrivers today. I messaged 3 people that are not thrivers. Like, they get excited about it. And what do? We cheer each other on. It's so stupid, but it works. We're human. We want a pat on the back. And my team's all freaking yellow, except for Melinda. But like the whole team is yellow. So reality is, and chances are, not for nothing, but if you're on Amanda's team, there's a good chance that you got a little bit of yellow in you somewhere, anywhere in her damn line. And it works. So I made new graphics for my team today. And I just saved them to my phone. I'm going to show you guys, and I'll share them on the team page because sometimes I do that there too. I just try not to overwhelm everybody with my green brain. But like, for instance, my new one for Mondays, just so you guys have an idea, I post this little graphic in my team chat. Can't really see it, but I post this little graphic in my team chat, and it just says Monday missions, personal development. Notice that always comes first. Add friends and followers, birthdays and follow-ups, an interactive you create, post about your 5 things, be on a Zoom or event if you're planned to be on one. A before and after today, heartstrings lifestyle, 3 positive affirmations in chat, and live video. Now, does that mean you have to do all of them? No, but it's going to give you a damn good guide to having income producing activities every single day. So even if you fall short, you're at least doing something. Before you decide you need to get on 17 calls during the day, before you decide you need to get sucked up in the team pages, and listen, the vault is going to be the jam. The fit is going to be the jam. It's all going to be amazing, but we have 27,916 team pages. Just checking notifications there every single day, you're going to be broke. You're going to be broke. You're going to be a professional acquirer of knowledge.
Yeah.
You have to prioritize.
You have to prioritize, guys. Like, I mean, either you're going to sink or swim. I mean, I'm just going to be honest with you. You're going to sink or you're going to swim. And you have to be willing to go and search. I mean, honestly, like, you need to look for something, Go learn how to search on the team pages. Learn how to search on Facebook. Look, I'm going to be really straight up honest with you. When I first got started, everybody and their brother was asking them. We only had the pace setters page at the time. Everybody and their brother was like, what do we post for 3-day minis? We didn't know. We just got started. We all just literally signed up. So what did I do? I went to Facebook, all over Facebook. I typed in 3-day minis, Thrive, Lavelle. And guess what, guys? Holy crap. All kinds of 3-day mini pictures came up. All kinds of wording came up. And then I went back and I copied that and I said, change the words, because if not, your stuff's not going to show. Change the pictures a little bit, but here's an idea. But I copied, I got it from Facebook. When I need a story, I don't ask 20 people. Instead, I go to the Lavelle fan page and I type in what it is I'm searching for. If you're looking for somebody that gained weight, I go type in weight gain, Lavelle.
Yes.
I mean, on Facebook, guys, like, I promise you, if you have a problem, I'll solve it. No, I'm just joking. I'm silly. I'm start singing. But no, for real.
Don't get me started, girl.
I'm so sorry. But no, on a for real note, if you just type in what the heck you're looking for on Facebook, good chances are you're going to find something that's your answer. And you have to be willing to say, this is what I need to do daily, just like, Stacey's telling you these lists. And then guess what, guys? If you haven't done your list, then you have no business adding something else to it. Okay? So if you haven't done your list, you have no business adding something else to it. I can promise you somebody's going to give you those notes. There's going to be a recording. You can catch it later. Those 20,000 some of you guys probably wonder how I function on a daily basis. Because if you're in 5 or 6 groups and I'm in 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 groups. I'm in 100 plus chats. I'm in, I don't even know, my head could spin. I'm being tagged, messaged. I mean, it's nonstop all day, every day. If my phone was on dings, everybody would be like, what the hell is wrong with you? I do not go back and search messages. I'm going to be really completely honest with you. If you message me and I don't reply, it's probably because you got buried under 100 other messages. If it's that important, I know you're going to message me again. And it'd be like, hey, Amanda,
Even like Amanda, like today, I talked to Amanda and I had to reach out to Chast for the training goal. And I'm just like, hey, listen, like if you talk to Chast, like, here's the deal. This is what I'm trying to figure out because, Chast has 272,000 80Ks. We're all busy. If you don't learn how to prioritize that, you guys, like, turn off the chats. The chats aren't paying your bills. Turn them off.
And here's the thing. And that's the thing, is that chats are used for motivation. They're used to ask that quick question real quick, or celebrate one another, or challenge one another. They're not really meant to be talking about grandma's house last week, or I hope that nobody takes any offense to this, because you want to see a chat go south real fast, ask for prayers. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. And I hope nobody takes it in that way, because I love you all and I want to pray for you. Post it on your page. I will pray for you. But if you want to ruin the momentum in a chat, and I'm not trying to sound like an asshole, and I might be upsetting some people, and this takes a lot for me as somebody that is yellow and really tries to be conscious of somebody's feelings. But you have somebody being super duper excited in a chat, and I've been guilty for it. I've done it, okay? And then you go in and you post something super sad. You've just killed that entire chat for the day, because nobody wants to go in after you told them about your cousin's mom, aunt, uncle that was just in a horrific car wreck and celebrate. Okay?
Listen,
and I love you all, but a business chat is not the place to do it. You do it in a one-to-one chat. Don't get me wrong. Your team and your sidelines are going to become your friends and your family, period. But you have to understand that there are new people constantly being added. They don't know you. They don't know you, and they don't care about you until they get to know you. Okay. They're here to make some money and they're here to build a business, and guys, I'm just being honest. Okay. I love you all. So keep your chats in and out, get to know each other, cheer each other on, celebrate each other, challenge each other, but it's not the social hour. It's just not the place for that. But you have to learn how to mute stuff. You have to learn how to prioritize stuff. You have to learn how to pick and choose what it is that is going to benefit you. You guys, you absolutely 100% have the ability to right now make the decision of what's going to happen in 2019 for yourself, because what you're doing right now, this work, this personal development, this getting your learn business on, you getting your health in order, you prioritizing. I just got a message from somebody that lost her sponsor a couple months ago. She went to another team or went to a different company. Then her somebody else in her upline decided to leave. Okay. And anyways, she is still very much here. Tonight, she went to her first local ever. And this is the message that I just got from her. I am so happy to be at this local. It is my first one, and I've been to, and it's amazing. The feeling I have is so warm and welcomed. And I've already gotten pictures of her with Chas and different leaders there. And I'm just going to be honest with you guys. If there's a local close to you, you are shorting yourself. You are losing money by not getting around these stories and not hopping on. If we don't have a call or we don't have something, if you go to the Lavelle fan page, like right now, just being honest, there's a fast start call that Paul advertises every single week on Monday nights at 9:00. This isn't what you need to hear, and you need to get on that fast start call. I am not going to be offended. That call is every single Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Every single Tuesday night, every single Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time. There's a Lavelle live call. You're going to hear Thrive Experiences. By golly, you can check this recording later. I'm not telling you not to get on here, but I'm saying there's going to be some weeks that you need to hear that story because you've not thrived. I'm going to be honest, guys. I was in such a funk this past week that I did not thrive for a couple days, okay? And I'm going to tell you what, this morning, Monday morning, right? Felt good. I got up, and the very first thing I did was took my capsules, make up my lifestyle mix, took a picture, posted on Facebook, and put my dang DFT on, okay? And that was the beginning of my day. And can I just tell you where I was when I started my day to where I am right now? I've got a shit ton done. It might not seem like I have, but I've got a lot done. My mind is in the right place. When I go to bed tonight, my checklist will be complete. I may not have signed the amount of people that I wanted to. I may not have connected with the amount of people that I wanted to, but you better believe that I've friended new people. I've interacted with new people. I've followed up with people. I have 2 new promoters. Well, they're not new promoters, but they're old promoters that decided that they want to run with their businesses now, that reconnected with me today. And I'm excited. I'm excited for them. So I think that that's where you have to decide, what is it that you want to accomplish on a day-to-day basis? What is it that's going to propel you forward? What I need, what Kayla needs, or Stacy needs, or Annalise needs, or Talissa needs, whoever, right? It's going to be different for every single person. Somebody might need to know how to learn to sell 3-day minis stronger and close stronger. Find a leader that is massively getting that stuff out, okay? I'm going to be honest too. Don't get caught up, guys, on just signing a customer to sign a customer. I get it. Everybody wants sales, but if you want customers that are going to stay, then I promise you the Thrive Experience. I get it. We've got awesome plus line. We've got awesome things out there, but if you get somebody started on the Thrive Experience and you make sure they have an incredible experience, they're going to share it with everybody that they know. And that is just a proven fact that we've seen over and over and over again. So with that said, is there anything that you can think of, Stacy, Kayla, anybody else? Oh, I see Stacy saying one more thing. Shoot it, mama.
You guys, super quick, 20 seconds. I learned, Pekka had asked us to start posting about plus line things. Have you guys seen the plus line product posts that I've been making every single day? If you want to make your life easier, save those to your notes, save the text replacements that I'm putting in the first comment to your notes. And then when somebody says, hey, what is Boost? You have an automatic response to send them. And if you want to tweak it and make it personal, you can. It's life-changing for your business. You don't have to look it up or ask your upline every time or go to the website.
I'm so glad that you said that, Stacy, because I want you guys to understand something. I want to show you this. And I've posted about this before, but I'm glad that you said this about the text replacement. So I have folders for everything. Okay, you asked me to send you getting started. I'm going to go to my folder. I also send all my training and things like that. I have, I just have different sections. My phone obviously is not wanting to cooperate with me right now. But anyways, I have different albums for different topics. If it's 3-day minis, if it's selfies, if it's whatever it is, if it's good quotes, whatever. I save albums. I also have note section, like Stacy said. There's certain things that I put in my note section. There's also certain stuff I send to myself on Facebook if I want to just be able to forward it real quick to somebody, like the comp plan or the VIP 800, VIP 1600, something like that. You guys have to learn how to become efficient for yourself and what's going to make your life easier. Just like Stacy said, the text replacements. You don't know how to do text replacements? Go on Google and type in text replacements, and it will walk you absolutely through it. If you don't know how to work Instagram, go watch one of the training videos on Instagram, but start doing it and find yourself actually posting here and there, liking, commenting, adding friends, whatever, right? Maybe spend 10, 15 minutes a day on it and then move on to something else. You cannot get yourself sucked in, because I can promise you, you just won't be able to stop. And Kayla, I think you have something live at 9, so you could go, honey. I'm going to hang up now. I know you have a drawing or something at 9. I remember seeing it. So don't feel bad. I see you looking at the clock, and I don't want to keep you. Go, go, go. I just love her. I knew she had something else planned at 9 tonight, but I hope you guys, this has helped you. Like I said, if you're not part of the vault, then make sure you're going on to team page, or actually reach out and connect to your uplines. And I'm going to be really honest with you. If you message me and I know that you have other leaders between you and I'm going to probably connect you in a chat with all of those leaders, unless those leaders are just like missing in action regardless. Then you can message me, and I see a couple of you on here that might be the case, and I'm not going to waste either mine or your time on that. Just being brutally honest. Okay. I'm gonna shut up now, and I might have to go have a drink. So I'm gonna stop recording.